I became a founder to be the change that I want to see in the world, especially as it relates to financial access for the masses. So, because I'm a big admirer of Zanetta and Kevin's business success, when they offered me the opportunity to be a part of the first inaugural cohort of Access Mode, I had to jump at that opportunity. And my co founders and I were just extremely grateful to have been considered to participate. Good evening, everyone. My name is Cedric Lipsy, and I'm the founder and CEO of Clusivi. I have a bit of a humble brag. I get a lot of compliments on my smile, but a few years ago, I was facing some very pricey dental work in order to improve it. Yes, I had a job, but that didn't mean that I had the cash on hand to pay all up front. And yes, I could have put it on a credit card, but I absolutely despise consumer debt. So I found myself asking the same question that millions of people all over the world ask on a daily basis. How will I pay for this? There are two big reasons for this question. One, 139 million Americans have less than $1,000 in their savings account. And two, the average credit card holder has more than $6,000 in credit card debt. Introducing Clusivi. Clusivi is a new age answer to this age-old question. Clusivi is a fintech platform that is based on the concept of layaway, which means no credit check, no interest, and no debt. But this isn't layaway that's traditionally used for low-ticket retail consumable goods. We're talking about layaway for high-value services. Right now, we're in phase one, where we're creating a win-win relationship between customers and service providers that is simple, secure, and transparent. There are no management and collection headaches for the service providers, and it's income and schedule friendly for the customers. We make our money by taking an upfront 5 to 10% management fee on every transaction or every purchase. We're helping businesses acquire customers that they would not have otherwise gotten, and we're giving customers access that they would not have otherwise had. Now, unlike those other payment providers out there that promote negative consumer behavior, Clusivi promotes responsible purchasing practices. We're initiating traction by partnering with professional and trade associations. This will allow us the opportunity to scale efficiently and quickly. We've already partnered with 2 trade associations and are in talks with several others. The opportunity for us to expand into countless high-value service industries is limitless. Looking ahead to phase 2 involves introducing our payment model to disrupt FICO by becoming the sole qualifying criteria to access credit. This is a real game changer as we look to level the playing field, especially for those who would otherwise be excluded from it. My team and I have been working together since the very beginning, and we are as tight of a team as any startup could hope to be. So, we invite you to join us in our mission to make the question, how will I pay for this, that much easier for the world to answer. And in the end, knowing that we're helping more people realize their hopes and dreams by providing greater financial access for all, well, that puts an even bigger smile on my face.
So we heard from you about who you're targeting, and I really want you to explain why you're targeting this particular group of professional service providers and associations.
Yeah, so I'll take that one. So to expand on what Cedric had implied there, we are starting with professional and trade associations in order to create a 2-tier B2B mode to scale and to create traction. So first, the associations. We're helping them create more engagement by their members in their conferences, their certification courses, their coaching, by removing the one thing that primarily keeps those participation rates down below what the associations would like, which is, namely, the inability for many of their members to be able to pay immediately, in full, and upfront. Now, secondly, For the members of many of these associations, they're actually businesses themselves. So in turn, they would be able to offer Clusivi to their potential customers, clients, and patients. Again, we're creating access and inclusivity for all. So as you can see from what Cedric had talked about, our potential to expand into all of these other high-value service verticals is limitless. But we're being strategic right now, keeping it narrow, and just sticking right now to professional and trade associations.
All right, that sounds like a good strategy. So you're focused on professional trade associations. Tell us a little bit more about your target market and the traction that you're getting there. It's one thing to talk about what's possible, but what's happening with traction?
Well, we have a really great problem when it comes to traction, so I'm glad all of you guys are here. So hopefully after this, you'll help us with that problem. So I actually just got back from New Orleans with our first association partner, and the feedback was just incredible. Not only did we get great feedback and win the trade association, they're a smaller trade association, but it was still a great proof of concept for us. And they were super excited to work with us, but also so were their individual business members, like Ty just mentioned here. And just in walking around the building today and talking to different business owners, I was stopped at least twice saying, tell me that again. I think that's something that we could actually use to help us sell more of our products. So we have those 2 trade associations that I mentioned during my talk that have signed up to pilot with us, and we have a list of several other smaller businesses that are also wanting to pilot with us to help them sell more of their services.
Great. So I want to know a little bit more about your product and what your roadmap looks like. Can you tell us a little bit of some things about what's different about your product roadmap coming up?
Sure, happy to. So I'm the tech guy. They didn't let me to go to New Orleans. I was here slaving over my computer. But anyway, we are all about inclusion and helping our customers to achieve financial success. So I'll give you some examples. Within our platform, we have a payment plan calculator. That calculator lets the user go in and enter in their desired payment frequency, the amount they want to pay, and the duration that they would like their payment plan to be. They'll get several options, and then they'll choose the one that best meets their needs. So you don't get to see that every day when you're trying to use a payment plan or make payments on some credit situation. Another thing we're doing is we're going to report all of the on-time payments to our payment plans to the credit agencies. We do that for free. We don't charge you for that. Another thing we're doing is all of our payments are conducted by automated ACH debits. So you don't have to remember when your date is for your payment. If you have money in the bank, we're going to make that payment for you. So several things that help you be successful. Another thing we're working on is we're going to overcome the barriers of the FICO system. FICO is biased and it's antiquated. So another example, things happen in life. You may have high integrity, you lose a job, you have a medical condition, you can't pay your bills. When was the last time somebody called you and said, hey, we're working on your credit. Has anything gone wrong in your life? Nobody does that. They just dock your credit rating. Well, we're working on a system that will take into account life's events and also take into account the good things, your good payment history, including payments to Clusivi. So that will help you overcome the lack of good credit because of things happening in your life. We're also working on a complementary product that will help people get loans who traditionally have not been able to. So once you've made payments into your Clusivi payment plan, have successfully completed it, and have good factors in that credit rating system I just talked about, we're working with banking partners who are forward-thinking and forward-looking to give you a loan based on all those factors. So again, we're working to improve inclusion and to help our customers be successful in their finances.
And I think you're going to be successful in doing it. Thank you, Clusivi.